experiment as young as 12. Had he not ended it all, he would have faced a hard life in prison due to his age and vulnerability. This story brings us to our next entry, the Angel of Death. Jeffrey Weiss. On March 21st, 2005, the community of Red Lake, Minnesota was forever changed when 16-year-old Jeffrey Weiss carried out one of the deadliest school shootings in American history at Red Lake High School. Weiss, who had struggled with tragedy and turmoil.
Look at the, like, when they have your school picture, bro, and this is what you can bring back to your mother, something's not right. At the house, something not right. Like, if I would have brought this back to my mom, she would have been fucking pissed. She would have been mad as a bitch. Boy, don't you ever. The fact that this is not going on means it's deeper. Not to get this nigga no benefit of the doubt, but it's just what it is. I'm scared this gonna hurt my stomach. Say February is when it expires, only the 6th.
Throughout his life, killed several people. Wise's troubled upbringing included the loss of his father to suicide 4 years earlier and his mother to a car accident that left her with severe brain damage. He was raised by his grandfather, a tribal police officer, and his grandfather's girlfriend, whom he killed along with his grandfather before heading to the school. Wise had a history of disciplinary issues and was known for drawing skulls and swastikas, expressing admiration for Hitler and calling himself the Angel of Death. At the school, Weiser targeted students and staff, killing and injuring many before engaging in a shootout with police. He eventually took his own life in a classroom. In total, Weiser killed 9 people and wounded 7 before taking his own life. The lives lost included his grandfather, his grandfather's girlfriend, a security guard, a teacher, and 5 students. Some believed death was a mercy for him compared to the mental and physical anguish he would have faced in prison had he lived. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. On April 20th, 1999, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, 2 seniors at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado, carried out a devastating attack.
Probably the most known one ever, I gotta say.
Killed 13 people, injured 24 others, and then took their own lives by suicide. Harris, 18, and Klebold, 17, had planned the attack for over a year, using firearms, explosives, and incendiary devices. They targeted their peers and teachers, causing widespread destruction and chaos. The attack lasted approximately 49 minutes, ending with the pair's suicides in the library. For the families of the 13 who lost their lives, the pain and grief were unbearable. They struggled to come to terms with the senseless loss of their loved ones, and many turned to the legal system in search of justice. Mark Maines, the individual who sold a gun to Eric Harris and purchased ammunition for him, was sentenced to 6 years in prison for his role in enabling the tragedy. Philip Duran, who introduced Harris and Klebold to Marnes, also faced prison time where he probably suffered unimaginable horrors. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold will forever be remembered as mass murderers,
that's
just
the biggest
like
bitch-ass niggas in the world.
32 people.
What?
Seung Hui Cho. Seung Hui Cho, a 23-year-old senior at Virginia Tech, carried out one of the most devastating mass shootings in modern American history on April 16th, 2007. In a span
of just a few hours. A day after my birthday, in 2007. I'm not good at math. Give me a second. I'm trying to see how old I was. 26 now. In 2025, I'm 26. 2025 minus 2007 is 18. So 26 minus 18. And I don't remember hearing about it. I mean, I was 8 years old. I guess my mom probably wasn't telling me, "Hey, son, did you see the..."
Injured 17 others and forever scarred the community.
It was right after my birthday.
The attack was meticulously planned and executed, with Cho targeting 2 specific locations on campus. He first killed 2 students in a dorm room, then moved on to a nearby classroom building where he took the lives of 30 more people. The police were able to identify Cho through fingerprints left on the weapons used in the attack. In the aftermath of the tragedy, a manifesto and videos sent by Cho to NBC News revealed the depth of his anger and resentment. His writings spoke of a desire for revenge against a world he felt had wronged him, and a need for infamy and notoriety. If Cho had survived the attack, he would have faced life in prison without parole. Instead, Cho took his own life as the police closed in, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartbreak that would be felt for years to come. Adam Lanza.
You needed
Adam Lanza, 20,
Oh my
carried out the
gosh.
tragic Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting on December 14th, 2012
Yeah, this
in
was
Newtown,
horrible.
Connecticut. He fatally shot 20 children and 6
Wow.
adult staff members before taking his own life. Prior to the school shooting, Lanza killed his mother, Nancy Lanza, at their home. He then took her legally purchased firearms, including a Bushmaster XM15 E2S rifle, and went to the school, where he carried out the devastating attack. Lanza's actions that day were the culmination of a complex and troubled history. He had struggled with mental health issues.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro? Why are they like? Why does this nigga look like this? I don't know. Like this, that shit really made me mad. I really want to beat the fuck out this nigga.
Anxiety, depression, and obsessive-compulsive
Don't give a
disorder,
fuck.
and had become increasingly withdrawn and isolated in the years leading up to the shooting. Lanza's motives for the shooting remain unclear, but it is evident that his struggles with mental health and his obsession with violence ultimately led to the tragic events at Sandy Hook Elementary School. The act was especially gruesome because 20 of his victims were below 7 years. If he hadn't taken his life, other inmates would probably have killed him in prison.
Yeah, it would have been. Ooh.
Seeking justice for those he murdered in cold blood.
Ooh, it would have been so bad.
Mercer. Christopher Harper Mercer was responsible for the tragic shooting at Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon on October 1st, 2015. He killed 9 people and injured 8 others before taking his own life as police arrived. The incident was one of the deadliest mass shootings in modern American history. Harper Mercer, 26, was a student at the college and had a history of mental health issues and a fascination with mass shootings. He was armed with multiple firearms, which he had legally purchased, and wore a flak jacket. During the attack, he targeted a classroom in the Snyder Hall building, where he shot and killed several students and the teacher. The shooting started at 10:38 a.m. PDT, and the first police response was at 10:44 a.m., 6 minutes after the first 911 call was received. The incident lasted for a few minutes, ending with Harper Mercer taking his own life as police arrived. The victims were shot in a classroom in Snyder Hall. Investigations revealed that Harper Mercer had a troubled history, with a fascination with violence and mass shootings. He had studied mass killings and had viewed videos of killings online. He had also been hospitalized for psychiatric issues and had been prescribed medication. These made his preferred weapon for violence a gun, just like our next killer, Salvador Ramos.
So these last people were just
on May 24th,
they didn't even make it to
2022,
prison.
a devastating mass shooting occurred at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Salvador Ramos, an 18-year-old former student, carried out the attack, resulting in the tragic loss of 21 lives. Ramos, who had a history of being bullied and struggled with a speech impediment, had become increasingly fascinated with school shootings and sought notoriety on social media. His online behavior had raised concerns among his peers, with some even nicknaming him School Shooter. On the day of the shooting, Ramos arrived at the school around 11:30 a.m., armed with a semi-automatic rifle and wearing body armor. He entered the school through an unlocked door and made his way to a classroom where he began shooting. The victims included 19 students, aged 9, 11, and 2 teachers, Eva Mireles and Irma Garcia. The shooting lasted for approximately 45 minutes before Ramos was fatally shot by a Border Patrol agent. The agent, who was off duty and in the area, responded to the scene and engaged Ramos, ending the attack. Perhaps Ramos was saved from unimaginable prison horror.
I wish he wasn't. Yeah, they had to get him a certain way, but I wish he wasn't. This, like, the kid, like, they're all super bad, but there's, like, even a worse place in hell for the niggas that do this shit at the elementaries, bro. Bitch ass niggas, bro, I swear. That being said, man, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge the rest of videos on the channel, man. And I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. I got another video dropping with this one today. It's gonna be long too. These were long, so show some love, man. Fuck these niggas. Love y'all. Y'all be good and make sure, you know what I'm saying, you see any weird shit, step in, bro. Bear hero, you see some weird shit, step in, bro. We gone, man. ADD lad, do it.
In the evening on August 3rd, 2022, the owner of Lee's Deli in Racine, Wisconsin, called 911. Officers were quickly informed an attempted robbery just took place. Officers in this undercover police unit quickly make their way to the scene along with other officers in marked cruisers.
31, you can have me to Lee's Deli. I'm not parked.
Everybody loves Lee's Deli. Let's do it. Jesus. Oh my God.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Watch out!
Any more on this description?